Imagine waking up one day to discover you can access all of your brain. Suddenly, you don't just remember your homework. You remember every book you've ever read in perfect detail. You learn French by playing a pop song, solve calculus on the bus without a calculator, even predict the winning lottery numbers. Okay, maybe not that far. You feel genius-level powerful. Every fact, every moment, instantly recalled as if your brain is a lightning-fast computer. You pick up new skills and languages in minutes. One tutorial video and you're fluent in kung fu, or coding, you have telepathy or telekinesis. Because movies like Limitless and Lucy suggest that unlocking extra brain gives telepathy and super memory. It feels like you've stepped into a sci-fi blockbuster. But before you start flexing mind control on your cat, or booking that rocket flight to Mars, let's check the fine print. Debunking the 10% myth. As awesome as that sounds, neuroscience tells a very different story. Experts are unanimous. The 10% brain myth is just that, a myth. In the words of a researcher at MIT, the idea that we use 10% of our brain is 100% a myth. Brain scientists emphasize that we actually use virtually every part of our brain every day. Myth versus fact. So, the most popular myth is that 90% of your brain sits idle, waiting to be unlocked. But the fact is that every part of the brain has a job. Brain scans, fMRI, show that even simple tasks light up almost the entire brain. You're not leaving 90% turned off, you're using pretty much all of it. Another myth is that using 100% of your brain would make you a superhuman genius or give you telekinesis. That's Hollywood, not real life. Movies dramatize the idea, but neuroscience says no secret superpower is hidden in your head. In reality, even at rest, many brain regions are active. There's no giant, unused chunk of gray matter. Some also say that you can train or hack your brain to unlock that unused 90%. But brain is already fully wired. There's no magic switch. To boost your brain power, the real advice is boring but true. Good sleep, exercise, and a healthy diet, not a secret potion or pill. A reminder that our whole brain is a complex, working system. Even while you're daydreaming or doing everyday actions, neurons across the brain are firing. For example, neurologist John Henley explains that during a 24-hour day, you use 100% of the brain. Even when you sleep, areas like the frontal cortex and sensory regions stay active. In short, there is no 90% stash hiding in your skull. All the real estate is pretty much occupied all the time. Your brain is already a busy powerhouse. It might only weigh about 2-3% of your body, but it eats up till the 20% of your energy. That's huge. If 90% of it were unused, it wouldn't need so much fuel. The fact that it does tells us every day, almost every part of your brain is working hard. For instance, even simple tasks light up large swaths of the brain. Take pouring a cup of coffee in the morning. Your eyes and visual centers, occipital lobe, track the cup. Your parietal lobe processes the spatial layout. Your motor cortex and cerebellum control the movement, and frontal areas plan and think about adding cream. In just a few seconds, a lightning storm of neuronal activity occurs almost across the entire brain. In other words, many brain areas co-activate at once for even mundane action. That's like a smartphone that uses 20% of the battery in just 3% of its size. It's clearly doing a lot of work. Also, there's no off switch. Even when you're resting or sleeping, the brain still has active regions: breathing, dreaming, basic senses, keeping it busy. Over a full day, essentially every part of your brain gets used at some point. As one neurologist put it, over a day you use 100% of the brain. If you enjoyed this video, don't just smash the like button, absolutely crush it. And hey, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on more mind-blowing content. I also love to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me your favorite trick to keep your brain sharp and young. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.